I'm making moves. All gassed up from yesterday, so that's a good thing. Ah, wow. Takes me about 2 hours to get ready. I did exercise a little this morning, which was good. Catch the route up ahead, like the next stop sign. I'm happy I put the tracks with the route so I could actually navigate by track, because sometimes the route plays funny things even though I don't have recalculate on. Well, tonight will be my third night in this hotel in Elkins, so I'm doing another loop today. Do another loop from this area and move on to Lewisburg. It's a nice base camp, Elkins, so it's something new on these solo trips, spending so many nights in one place. It's one thing to spend 2 nights or even 3 once I'm across country, but this trip I'm going to do a bunch of, as I mentioned earlier, a few different home bases, a few different base camps, and explore the area a little bit more. Would I say in Elkins again? Yeah, maybe. There was a brewery last night, which is really cool. Big timber brewery, walking distance. Tunes in my helmet, enjoying another glorious day in West Virginia. Beautiful. Fellow traveler on the road. Let's see if there's something interesting to see. Thought it was closer. Should be getting there soon. Let's see in this opening up ahead. I guess I could go a little longer and see. Is there anything up here? I hope there's something up here to see. I wanted a view. That road over there seems to be going down. Don't know where that takes you. And this doesn't really tell you much. Okay. To head back down. I thought there'd be more to see up here, but a nice little diversion. Take my time. What a beautiful day out. Again, another great day. Should be getting close now to the tarmac. And here I am. Today I'm heading south. I'm on 250 South. And I'm going to probably cross over into Virginia for a little bit, ride some of the roads there, and then loop back on the west side of the loop going north. I'll head west, then north back to Elkins. I just entered Virginia, but I turned the camera on after the sign. Oh, here comes another sign. think. What does this one say? Shenandoah Battlefields National Historic Center. Okay. How arbitrary the state borders are sometimes, or all the time. It is interesting that there are places in the US and in Europe and other places all over the world where a state, a country, a province, all of a sudden you notice a difference. Like as soon as I crossed over to the Virginia line from West Virginia, the tarmac here, the asphalt is worse. It's interesting. The roads in West Virginia were incredible. It's like all new pavement. You can see it. So that literally happened at the state line. I guess that shows you the funding. Each state allocates their funds differently. A bit bumpy, in need of improvement, but this is still a great road. Awesome twisties, cool camber changes. A great route, fun road, fun ride. I just saw a sign from Waynesboro, 63 miles. That's to the Blue Ridge Parkway. But I think I'm going to take a different route when I go to North Carolina from Lewisburg. Pretty scenic overlook here, that's for sure. Sweet view. This is Hightown Overlook on US 250, not too far over the West Virginia state line in Virginia. I think what's nice here a little further north is getting a taste of the changing of the leaves and fall colors, which means you got to watch it in the road too, the leaves, but it's not a wet day, so it shouldn't be an issue. But it is nice being this north and a little higher elevations, and you get to see the changing of the leaves. I've been at elevations of 3,500. I think that might have been like the top, not at the moment, but so not incredibly high elevations, but something nonetheless. I've been at elevations of 3,500 at the top, not very high, but it's nice to have some climb up and down a little bit. It's very subtle though. Let's see what's around this turn. Climbing up an elevation. Some more beautiful views. Somebody tell me if there's a view there. I'm looking at the road. I'll check the video after. I think there was a nice view there. Climbing, climbing, climbing. There's a restaurant coming up in 5 miles, so maybe it's worth stopping for lunch if they're open, even though it's a little early. Part of me just wants to keep moving, moving, moving. I had a light breakfast. Not the greatest breakfast in the hotel. Honestly, it's not good at all. The eggs are like scary, but save some time. I don't have to walk anywhere, and I'd be getting out of the hotel by lunchtime, or I'd have to get up way earlier. Look at that view over there. Super. The elevation here is 3,633 feet above sea level. So a little higher than where I was in West Virginia earlier. Let's see, where am I? Monterey. Monterey, Virginia, not California. Pretty houses. Nice architecture. Curly Maple. Look at this. Cool town. Clara's Cafes. No, see, this would be a cool place to stay. High's Restaurant. See, people are open and eating now. It's probably the best food I'll get in the day. This seems like a good place to stop and eat, even though it's a bit early. Why not? At High's Restaurant in Virginia, stopping for late breakfast, early lunch. A lot of autographed pictures here. Rocky, Sopranos, Howard Stern. Trout from a trout farm up the road. That was a super duper lunch. Time to hit the road. What a great lunch, High's Restaurant. So clearly this place is, it's a real neighborhood. I really wanted to get dessert there because it looked like they had some incredible desserts. But I have to save something for later. So what was interesting to me is that, of course, I'm just passing through, and there were other people in there who were just passing through. But there are a lot of locals there. The service was really good. The food was excellent. Farm-raised trout from up the road here, so that was really cool. But what was so interesting is that as people finished their meals and got up to leave, they walked to another table to say hello to someone that they knew. You know, I overheard conversations. Oh, how's your father? How's he doing? I know he's in assisted living. And just, you know, another table, the same thing. Someone walked in, they went over to a table to say hello to the people there. The person at the table stood up and gave them a hug. It was just so cool to see people who knew each other, lived in the neighborhood, talking about their day-to-day, their lives with one another, taking the time before or after their lunch to say hi to their neighbors. Real sense of community. And, you know, no politics, right? It doesn't matter who's a Republican or who's a Democrat. It doesn't even matter who's an American or not. Although obviously we're in Virginia and, you know, everybody's local. It's just about the community and people. And it's such a great reminder that people are just trying to be happy and to have good times, and they care about one another and they care about their neighbors, and there's a sense of community, and it was just nice to see. I appreciated it, and it was a good reminder of how things are in places, how things should be, how things could be. So I really enjoyed that. Besides the food was great, the service, it was just to see the community there, and that made me feel pretty fortunate to witness that. Good feeling. Still can't get over how great the lunch was. The food was awesome, and just so nice to see that sense of community. I mean, between social media and the news, you almost would believe that that doesn't exist in this country anymore. That's why it's so important to turn that shit off. Get out in the world and interact with people one-on-one in your community or wherever, to travel. Because it's like the news and social media just makes it sound like everybody's divided and everybody hates each other. Nonsense. Everybody falls into that expectation like we're playing sport, it's team rivalries. Always. Every issue is which team are you on? I'm on Team Humanity, Team People, Team Planet, Team Nature. Just nice to see something as simple as that in a restaurant. Look at this road. People talking, stopping, making time before their meal or after their meal. Not in a rush anywhere. It's a great thing. Jeez, what a beautiful, beautiful day. 74 degrees now. Wow. 30-degree swing since I woke up. It's comfortable though. 76. I don't have my vents open, but comfortable. Maybe in another hour, if it heats up, I'll open up the vents. But for now, I keep moving. It's great. Beautiful. This looks like a cool road. Yeah, not today. It's a lot of country and small towns. It's a pretty countryside. Really beautiful. I don't know, definitely not inclined to rush the trip to North Carolina. I still got a bunch of days more. It's a beautiful road. Because there's construction. There's a one-lane road ahead, just in time. 76 degrees. I'm gonna have to open up my vents in a bit. Corn. What a different world, huh? People living here, living their best life. I think it's how you grew up and what you're used to. Also what you maybe have developed a passion for. It's a good life. People figure out how to make a good life where they stand a lot of times. I think this road is called Bullpasture River Road or something along those lines. Bullpasture River Road. Just stopped to open up my vents, change my gloves. It's heating up. Beautiful little river. What an awesome road. Bullpasture River Road. What a great route. GPS. Put your head down, explore the roads on the map using Garmin Basecamp or another tool. Set out some roads to scout and get out here and find those great roads. Today was particularly good too because not only is the ride and the roads great and the weather, but getting to go through a small town with some food, a great lunch. That's a jackpot bonus. Post office here and a church all in one. Endless ride of goodness. What a different part of the country to see. These loops are awesome. Definitely glad that I'm not just going from point A to point B, and that I'm able to explore in one place Just beautiful. Great weather too. The last few days is, you know, that adds to it a lot. But still, the roads, the terrain, the area. It's a great motorcycle trip so far, and seems to have just begun. Although I've been away. When did I leave? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Today's Thursday. This is day 4. It's nice to have the feeling of not wanting to rush things, not having to be somewhere. You know, I do a loop and I look at how much time I have in the day, and it's like plenty of time. So stop for lunch, stop for pictures, add a few extra hours on to the route, no rush. Reminds me a little bit of like how touring, you know, the great routes in Europe on the beaches tours, where it's like, here's a 5-hour route, or here's a 4-hour route, double it. And you're out on the road for 8 hours because you just have so much flexibility with stops and the things you see, and just plenty of time to enjoy the riding. And that's what it's about. Cool. So this is some great Virginia tarmac. Asphalt here is fresh and new, beautiful, smooth. What an incredible route. What makes it incredible? It's not crowded, rarely see other cars or vehicles. The roads twist and turn and really hug the terrain. Some elevation changes at times, but it really moves you through rural communities with incredible forests and beautiful green landscapes. It's just a very idyllic ride. I think one of the reasons why I enjoy riding in Europe so much, obviously there are great roads like this, like these, in different ways as well, but because there's a lot of small, depending on where you ride, you know, the classic alpine roads, there's a lot of small towns and mountain passes, so you really have exposure to the culture, the different culture, and it changes so frequently, and it's so effortless. So many places to stop for food or sights, to see other things. So you don't really have that here. This is much more rural, and but I had a win for lunch. So, and last night there was a brewery in walking distance, the tap room there. So different, all great in its own way. I wonder what that is, that house over there. I always wonder in this part of the country what was once a plantation. I just saw a sign which said I was in George Washington State Park. A little hairpin. I would want to pee here, but I can't stop if someone's coming around the hairpin. I need a place to pee. Warm Springs, Virginia. Okay. Marlinton 30 miles. Back on route, yes. Look at that. A U-turn. How sweet. Oh boy. Did I have to pee. No one's here. I pulled over, made my spot over there, and and it's, what a relief. Holy moly. Ooh, time to go. And in many places in the US too, is that there just aren't a lot of places to stop, like for a snack or something, or just to take a break. Like I would want to stop right now and have an ice cream or nice tea or just something and get off the motorcycle. But there's like, haven't come across anything. I mean, maybe if I start searching and I ride a few miles off the route or something, maybe there's something I could find, but probably, but that's the challenge. And you know, in the Appalachians, there just aren't a lot of places to stop. These areas, you gotta like target specific towns and set it as a destination, because it's not like, oh, I'm on the route and I'm just gonna, oh yeah, there's a place, let me pull over and stop. No, that just doesn't freaking happen. So you keep riding and riding and riding, and you're thirsty. And I mean, I brought water and a banana, but I don't know, it's not the same. It's also like not, you know, this part, there's not a lot of overlooks. There's not a lot of places where you could just pull over and chill out. The Blue Ridge Parkway is like that. Yeah, that's true. I think maybe I just have to be a little bit more creative. Maybe that's what I have to do. Be a little bit more creative and deliberate about it. Which means stopping and searching on the GPS for something and targeting that. Jeez. Nice to be in the shade of the trees. Beautiful road. I mean, it kind of reminds me of riding on the Blue Ridge Parkway. You don't have the scenic overlooks, and you don't have the traffic. But, you know, the forest, the canopy of the trees, the twisty serpentine roads, it's just great. Okay, here comes a hairpin in Virginia. Ride all day to find it, as opposed to being in the Alps where they just keep coming every few minutes. But let's see, this will be fun. Let's see what this is about. Aha, oh, a right-hander. Oh, kind of like the Alps. That's it? All right. I feel like I should go do that again, but I'm not that interested. I'll have to watch it about 10 times on video to see what I just missed. Well, I just passed back into West Virginia. And I started recording after the sign. But that's okay. West Virginia, back into West Virginia. Arlington, let's see this one. Really cool, the changing of the leaves, getting a glimpse of it here. The timing worked out. I didn't anticipate it because it's still early, but then again, I'm far north. I'm on US 219 heading north, West Virginia, on my way back to Elkins. Beautiful road. Look at that. Wah-wah-wee-wah. Flippin' heck. Beautiful, beautiful. Look at that bird. Wow. There's a lot of skiing here in the winter. Saw some stuff up the mountain to the top. Let's see. See snowshoe. All right. Let's do this. I have some good tunes playing in the helmet. Good mix. A lot of traffic on the way back to Elkins. I was behind a truck and I was chewing on diesel for a dozen miles. Finally got the pass though. Been a long day, a great day. A lot of awesome riding. A lot of highlights and things to think about when I write in the journal later.